Make sure you have a drink. So cheers. We can drink together as we feel embarrassed for me. The best part of this margarita is just like licking the rim and taking a sip. The chile just complements the mango so much. Hi everyone, welcome back to Luna y Sols. I'm Brittany and thank you for tuning in. As you can see by this little setup right here and the title, Es viernes y lo cuerpo lo sabe. I'm just kidding. On a serious note though, it's actually Saturday. I'm Melanie Santos. If you don't follow her on Instagram or YouTube, check her out. She speaks a lot about mental health. She's giving a lot of resources right now about how to stay mentally healthy during this difficult time, especially for people of color. And yeah, check her out. I really like her resources. They are helpful and a lot of them are do have like research-based things behind them. So sorry if it looks like I'm sweating. It's hot in here. I turned off the fan so that you don't hear like any background noise. And if you hear like little music here and there, that's the people outside in the backyard next door because they getting lit, like I said. I'm not gonna say that I'm someone that gets easily embarrassed, but when I am embarrassed, girl wanna die, okay? A girl just wanna shut herself out and like disappear for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I needed some alcohol in my system to get through these stories that I don't want to relive, but I'm doing it for y'all, for you, okay? I don't know, I thought it would be funny. You know, something that I read, I actually had my students read an article about it. When you are feeling down and you just need an escape, a little laughter is some great medicine. So hopefully I can do that for some of y'all. So, what we got here today, I actually don't know. I did a poll on Instagram on whether I should do mango margaritas or watermelon. Mango won. Some people were telling me to do both, and I kind of want to do both, but that's a lot of work. So I think I'm gonna just do the mango. But everything you're gonna need is some triple sec. I actually don't like margarita mixture, like the triple sec. We found this 1800 ultimate margarita ready to serve one that has tequila and the triple sec in it, and it's you don't like taste as much of the triple sec, which I really like, and it's not that strong with the tequila either. If you don't have triple sec, just get some limon and you can make it work, okay? Make a little mixture. I'm sure they have like triple sec recipes somewhere on like Pinterest or something. If you need some tequila, I have Patron here, but you use whatever tequila you like. I actually like to mix different tequilas in it. That's probably not good, but I like the way it comes out. So some like Casamigos with some Patron. You need your fruit, your limon. If you want some like fruit on to put on the top, get yourself that. And this is key, okay? Key, especially with the mango one. It's good with the watermelon one too. This is the chili lime seasoning. It's kind of basically like tahini, but it's the Trader Joe's version. Get yourself some chili lime so you can put on the rim, which I'm gonna show you like how I do it and everything. Basically the exact same recipe, you're just like swapping it out for whatever fruit that you're using. Trick, you see this little spout here? I don't know if that's a spout or whatever, but you just, ooh, squirt it on me. Oh my god. That takes out most of the mango most of the time. This one isn't that ripe, so then take out all of it. It's better if you have frozen fruit, but I actually only have berries and I don't want a berry margarita. I'm just gonna cut up, I don't know if I should do this second mango. I usually do 2 mangoes for 4 servings, so like 4 people. And a serving would be like 16 ounces. But I'm only doing it for myself right now. I think I'm just gonna stick to 1 mango. I'm gonna go with my triple sec. And this also has tequila in it, right? Yes. I don't know, I kind of just eye it. Then, je Patron, okay? Tequila. 1 shot of vodka.
2 shots of vodka.
And then you got your ice. I'm gonna throw some water in here just so it can blend up a little bit. Just cleared off the table since we're not using the watermelon. I'm gonna go with a little water. a little bit. I kind of just like to smell it, see how I feel about it. Now that we're gonna blend that up, while I'm blending it, I'm going to be preparing my cup. So I throw chili lime. You could get like a little container or a little cap of something. I throw a little chili lime in here, enough to coat the top of this. Then I grab a lime. If you have like tamarindo, or what is that called? If you have tamarindo or chamoy, obviously you could go in with that first. It looks really light today because I didn't add so much mango, but smells really good. I like a lot of chili lime on my cup. Just gonna throw that in there. Add your limon, so it could look cute. Your straw. And if you have fruit, which I do, this is chili spice mango. And you got yourself a little drink. Let's do a taste test. That's good. People say my drinks are strong, but I don't think so. So we have a little left over here, which is good for like another cup. We're done with our margaritas now. It's time to say the story. Or actually, it's like a couple little stories. It's not that embarrassing, but it was for me. Because I'm taking a shot. I'm waiting for you to get your shot. Waiting. And at that moment, she realized, enjoy your drink. Try it out. It's simple. And people will like it. And you can eat whatever you put on it. Now that we got some liquid courage, I have to say these stories. So the first one, I'm gonna put a disclaimer. This situation made me realize I need to be more aware and cognizant of people's abilities and not just assume that everyone has the same type of abilities. So let's get into the story. It was like Christmas Eve or about to be New Year's, and your girl was shopping for something at H&M. I'm pretty sure this was like in Queen Center Mall. And as I was walking around, minding my business, strolling through the store, I see this little girl. And I'm like, okay, this little girl's with no one. She's looking a little scared. I keep walking around. She looks a little distraught. So I'm like, wait, hold up. Let me assess the situation. I don't want to approach her right away because I don't know, if she's just like upset about her mom or something. So I'm like looking around to see if there's an adult, and there's not. So the little girl makes eye contact with me. So now I'm like, now I gotta do something about it. So I approached the little girl. I'm like, hey, are you okay? Who are you with? She's like, I was with my mommy. I'm like, okay, where's your mommy? Where did you see her last? She's like, she was in the dressing room. So I'm like, okay, let's walk over there. So we walk over to the dressing room, and I asked the person in the dressing room, like, hey, she's looking for her mom. Is her mom in here? And she's like, no one was in the dressing room because the dressing room was closed. So now I'm like, okay. And there's a big line in H&M. So I'm like, okay, just like look at the line, see if your mom is there. She looks at the line. Her mama ain't there. I walked to the first of all, I wasn't gonna stay on that line. Those lines were so long, and there were only like 2 lines. They were so long. I'm not staying on these lines. I'm gonna skip everybody. Now this is where I up, okay? So I skip everybody. Well, really, if you've been to H&M, like the cashiers, there's like a long countertop in front of the cashier, and there were like only 2 people working. So I went to the furthest side that didn't have people and was empty. And when I go there with the little girl, I'm like, there's a guy there, by the way, in the cashier, like getting stuff. It's him, and it's a girl. She's like a good like 3 feet away from him, and then there's this other little man like running back and forth behind them, picking up hangers, getting stuff ready because the store was closing. As I said, this is where I'm like, excuse me, sir, sir, excuse me, sir. He's ignoring me, or so I think. I'm like, excuse me, sir. So I start getting louder at this point. And I'm like, sir, hello, I'm not trying to purchase anything. This little girl is looking for her mother. So in the middle of me saying that, and I'm like, sir, excuse me, you're being rude right now. A whole camera move. I'm so sorry. So sorry for that. And the guy that was walking back and forth behind him, he takes a stop. He looks at me. He's standing next to the guy. He goes, miss, he's dead. Over here screaming. Well, I wasn't really screaming, but I was like, sir, hello. I felt like Chloe when she told Kim she's dead. Y'all know what scene I'm talking about?
She's dead. Oh my god.
So you know what I did at this point? I looked at the little girl like, this little girl want to put me in an awkward situation. So I did something even more awkward. I looked at her and I left her there. I got out of here. Oh my god. That was very embarrassing, and I'm so sorry to that man. That was very insensitive and ignorant of me, and I apologize about that. But that was very awkward, and I can't believe I did that. I hope the little girl found her mother though. On to story number 2. This one takes place when I was younger. Okay, I was not an adult at this time. We were at an ice skating rink, and this was in like Flushing Meadow Park. I didn't know how to ice skate, and I still don't, because I have like some balance issues. My ice skating, what ice skating is to me is I have these skates on, I'm on the ice, and I'm like pulling myself on the poles like around the entire rink. So rink, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. I'm like dragging myself around. I am about to get midway. Well, me and my mother are about to get midway when the whistle blows. You know when they blow that whistle and they make everybody get off the ice? Well, guess what? This is some big ass ice, okay? And I am in the middle, okay? Holding on to this pole. Your girl cannot just all the way to the other side, okay? Neither can my mom, because I don't know. My mom ice skates too. I don't know why she's holding on to the handles as well. We're pulling ourselves. Everybody gets off the ice, including my 2 older sisters. And everybody's just staring at us from the other side. Because like literally it's just like a line from us to the door, but we can't make it there. We need to hold on to these poles to make it there, because we don't know, or I didn't know how to ice skate like that, and I still don't. These big huge machines that clean the ice, like I don't know if they melt it or whatever it is so that it's like smoother to skate on. They start coming on the ice because they're like, hello, it's been 5 minutes, I still haven't made it over here. And we're still showing ourselves, to the point where they had to send like 4 people over to skate us off. They like dragged us off of the poles to the door. And listen, that might not seem like very embarrassing now, but like as a child, that was super embarrassing, especially when you're getting off and your sisters like walk away because they're like, we don't know you, don't talk to us, and like just make pretend you don't know us. And yeah, that was story number 2. Refill as I get prepared to tell you another story. I don't know which one to tell you. I'm gonna leave like embarrassing relationship be for another video. This actually just recently happened, okay? And this is like, actually these stories I guess are awkward stories. Are they awkward or are they embarrassing? I'd say both. In my head, they're very embarrassing. As most of you know, if you saw my intro video or you see me talk about it on Instagram, by the way, take a shot every time you see me touch my hair. It's a problem and I cannot control it, okay? I'm tell you something. When you have like a paper or something due on Blackboard, because as most of you know, I'm getting my master's. When you have an assignment due on Blackboard and it's like public to everyone and you can see what they're saying, you want to see what they're saying. If you're on the same track, if you have like the same format, or if you need to like redirect yourself, okay? I'm not trying to steal people's work if I'm looking at it. I just want a little idea of something, like make sure that I'm doing it. I usually actually don't like to do that, because then when I'm writing something, I don't want to be influenced by what they say when I think what I'm doing is better, and then I'm like, damn, but am I doing it wrong? Anyways, the point is, we had a midterm due for one of my classes, and it was an assignment where you had to write 4 different essays. So you had like 4 different prompts. This class, we hadn't done much work prior to that except for like one post, so I didn't know what the format was, especially since we were doing like remote learning, I believe, at this time. I don't really remember if this was during remote learning or like right before it. No, I believe this was like right before it. The professor is not really helpful when it comes to like telling you what he needs from certain things. So I was looking at other people's work, okay? I was not stealing their work. I had all my own original ideas, and I had actually almost finished it, but I wanted to see like if people had the same format and stuff. So me innocently clicking on it, looking at it, I'm like, okay, I have the same type of, you know, format, the same type of ideas. Let me post mine. Everyone can see this, okay? So I post mine, and then like a day later I go in, because I'm like, all right, let me see if he graded it, which he didn't, of course, because it's been a day. And I'm like, oh, other people posted, let me see what they wrote, and let me see, like, you know, let me continue to make sure I was on the right track. So I click on this one girl's thing, and I'm like, oh girl, because I know that she knows someone that was in that class, because she was telling me how she always looks at the girl's work prior to doing it. Because again, like I said, really unstructured, which can be good for some assignments, but then for other assignments, you want to make sure you're on the right track. So like you need a list to check off. When I'm looking at hers, I'm like, oh girl, you posted somebody else's paper. Like she posted the other person's paper, which I'm assuming is the person that she knew prior to coming to this class that already took it. And I'm like, ooh. So like 2 weeks ago, because he didn't grade anything, like he's not the best professor. When I go on Blackboard, I'm like, oh, he graded something, let me go see. I look at the comment, and the comment states, the name says blank. I'm not gonna shout the girl's name out, but the name says blank, and I'm like, he means like the other girl did that. So I go into my paper, and I click on it, and it says blank's name. And I'm like, what? I submitted someone else's paper. Mind you, everyone in the class can see this. And the girl was from our class, because I was looking at her paper. So I guess when I was submitting mine, we had like the same title, which was like midterm exam. Everyone can see that I posted her paper. And this is about to be the end of the semester. So all semester they saw that. That was really embarrassing for me. I thought these would be funnier in my head. But anyways, I hope that I made you guys laugh a little bit. Even if it was a little choco, a little But thank you anyways for watching. I love you guys. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and put that bell notification on. I love you guys. Oh my god. Did y'all see that? My mango fell in my drink. It's better like that.